The Voice, a 14-year-old rocker and more impressed the judges in Part 5 of the Blind Auditions. Episode 5 of the Blind Auditions in Season 28 of The Voice brought out even more powerhouse singers as the coaches continued to build their teams. Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, Michael Bublé, and Snoop Dogg fought it out on 2 4-chair turns, and other impressive artists also stepped up to show off their voices. Scroll down for a full recap of the 5th night of blind audition performances and to see where all of the teams stand now. Dustin Dale Gaspard. First to audition was Dustin Dale Gaspard, who has been living in his car for 2 years while trying to achieve his goal of being a successful artist. He received chair turns from all 4 judges. There's nothing better than hearing a proper, unique, full of character voice. That was absolutely incredible, Horan said, noting that he and Dustin have similar music taste. McEntire called the Louisianan singer unusual and refreshing, while Bublé praised his authenticity. Snoop told Dustin that the music he played touched his heart. Dustin chose Horan. Kennard Thomas. Kennard Thomas previously auditioned for Season 16 and got no chairs to turn. However, he was one of the comeback artists that season, and made his way back into the competition in the top 24, at which point he was sent home again. Since then, he's been singing on a cruise ship, and this time, he got Horan and Snoop to turn their chairs. Just an explosion towards the end, Horan, who said Kennard's performance was real dreamy, noted. It was such a great audition. I've got no one like you on my team. Snoop said Kennard made a great song selection and said he sparked his heart. Kennard picked Snoop as his coach. Sean Scott. Sean Scott got McEntire to turn her chair at the very last minute with her performance of Wish I Knew You. She has that little raspy thing going, and the more she was singing the more I fell in love with her voice, McEntire gushed. I'm so glad I didn't have to fight for her. The other coaches noted that McEntire has been successful with 1-chair turns, so this could turn out to be a great pick for her. Carly Harvey. McEntire and Bublé both turned around for Carly Harvey's performance of It Hurt So Bad. We're going to have a lot of fun, McEntire promised. And you can teach me a lot. I'm open if you're open to have fun and get in there and sing and try different songs. I'd love to have you on my team. Bublé said Carly's voice has a beautiful sound, and she chose him as her coach. Colin Bracewell. Colin Bracewell, who studied opera in college but wants to be a pop singer, performed More Than a Woman, and none of the coaches turned around. The coaches urged him not to give up. This is just one day. One day doesn't make or break your career, Snoop promised. Horan said, going in and out of head and chest voice is so hard to do. Honestly, come back, because a different song, with that tone, you could go places. Vinya Chopra. The coaches could tell Vinya Chopra was young when she started singing, but no one expected her to be just 14 years old. McEntire, Bublé, and Snoop turned around for her performance of Ironic. What a powerhouse, McEntire raved. I absolutely love your voice and your attitude. I would love to have you on my team. We'd have a blast. Bublé added, a great man, Carson Daly, once said we need more rock on this show. And here it is. Horan said he was kicking himself for not turning around, while Snoop gushed that Vinya packed a powerful punch and said she has superstar quality. In the end, it was McEntire who added Vinya to her team. Conrad Khalil. Conrad Khalil was another 1-chair turn from McEntire. He sang Caught Up by Usher for his audition. I love Conrad's voice, she said. I hear emotion, I hear range. I know the other coaches will regret this and try to steal him down the road. Liam von Elber. Liam von Elber has been working as a tour audio engineer, but after performing with Paramore, he received the boost of confidence he needed to get on the stage himself. He auditioned with Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, which Horan and Snoop turned for. The sound of your voice was mesmerizing, Snoop said. You're composed, you're the whole package. You're exactly what we need on the show. Horan said he got goosebumps listening to Liam sing. After hearing both pitches, Liam chose Horan as his coach. Lauren Anderson. Snoop Dogg turned at the very last second to help Lauren Anderson earn her place on The Voice, and why strategy is I didn't want any of them to jump in, he explained. I love your style, I love what you bring. I'm very anxious to work with you. You're the missing piece to my puzzle. Ava Nat. Ava Nat opened up about losing her older sister in a car accident, then took the stage to perform I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams. Snoop, McEntire, and Horan turned their chairs. "Your voice was absolutely beautiful," McEntire said. "It's like butter. It's just so smooth and clear." Horan compared Ava to artists like Abrams, Taylor Swift, and Olivia Rodrigo. "It's like you're reading out of a journal," he explained. "That's a difficult thing to do." Horan was the one Ava ended up picking as her coach. Trevor Hewitt. Trevor Hewitt performed "I Was Wrong" by Chris Stapleton, but unfortunately none of the coaches turned their chairs. "This opportunity that you had just now, you never know who's watching," Snoop said. "You have a hell of a voice, a hell of a sound. I feel like if you were to come back, you would get picked." Teo Ramdal. The final audition of the night was from Teo Ramdal, a Mexican singer who performed in Spanish. All 4 coaches wanted him on their teams. "Your singing was so sensual. It was sexy. I love it. I was very moved," McEntire shared. Bublé noted that he and his family listened to Latin music every day in their house. "If you don't join my team, my wife might leave me," he joked. Snoop made sure to point out that Teo is more than just a singer. "You're an entertainer," he promised, while Horan said, "You don't need to understand the language to understand feeling. I really hope you choose me." Bublé was the big winner of that 4-chair turn, adding Teo to his team. Here's where all the teams stand after night 5 of the blind auditions.